I was really shocked at One Piece because there are Shanks is played by a character from Yellow Jackets, and I was like, who is this person? Why does this person look so familiar? And then literally like the last time I saw him in the show, I was like, oh, it's that guy. Like immediately put it together. Oh, Yellow Jackets. Remember that show? What a good show.
I think my favorite, one of my funniest things about the One Piece show is I love how the actual Straw Hat looks. Like
yeah,
it is,
same.
It is such an impossible ask, and somehow like it looks pretty alright. Like it seems to work.
Yeah.
But it's it's just funny.
Yellow
to feel
Jackets.
like it's, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I agree. One of the things about the show that I'm actually enjoying is that the characters with goofy anime costumes, I think, look really bad, but I think that the Straw Hat Crew's costumes generally look really good. Like in the second or third episode when they meet Usopp or whatever, everyone's outfits just look like clothes. And I was like, oh, this is nice. I like that they're just wearing clothes. Like that's good. Luffy's literally just wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Like I'm down for that. And Zoro or whatever his name is wearing a t-shirt. Like it's like, all right, cool. Like this feels real.
I liked Zoro and Sanji so much when I was like 15.
They don't. I mean, even in One Piece, like even in the show, they look like. Well, Luffy obviously has a sillier looking outfit, but Zoro and Zoro, Nami, and them are just wearing clothes for like until they get to a certain point, and then it turns into anime mode, where they're like big, ridiculous outfits.
Yellow Jackets sounds so good. Everybody who enjoyed Cape Escape owes it to themselves to watch the Yellow Jackets and have an epiphany.
Yellow Jackets is great. It's a good show.
You will realize
People
things about Cape Escape that are very entertaining.
Yeah, I have not seen any Yellow Jackets.
Highly recommended. Good show.
I killed
This guy is
Geralt.
dying. I have no ammo though, so I can't fight him. But I marked him. He's on top of that building.
Got him.
Oh, nice. Got him.
He wasn't expecting that door to pop open.
Neither was I.
Thank you.
What?
I like the turrets because I'm bad at shooting and I can throw a turret.
Someone down here somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, the turret's nice. There's someone down. Oh, here we go.
There's a pizza car.
Pizza
I still can't believe what happened with Overwatch. I can't believe that I fucking... Whoa, I flew to space.
Sorry.
I can't believe that I was like, this guy he went to the same college as Symmetra and is a druid type character. He's gonna have like mechanical plant turrets that heal, right? Placeable healing, right? And then he had nothing like that. He had all placeable. Everything about his kit is placing stuff except healing. He doesn't have a placeable healing button. And then the next fucking healer has a fucking healing turret. And I'm like, what? What did you? Did you do this to spite me specifically?
I mean, wait, doesn't what's his name's?
Just let me play as gay healing Symmetra. Yeah, he has an ult tree, but I mean like his actual like moment-to-moment kit doesn't have any kind of healing turret.
I can't. I've erased all Overwatch from my brain at this point. It's gone.
So I'm very frustrated that Ilari has a healing turret, even though she does look very fun.
Oh, there's a lot of boxes around here.
We're gonna get in the car. Are we driving the pizza mobile? What's going on?
I mean,
I'm nabbing these items.
Yeah, I'm grabbing chests. I need guns.
We grab these like Mavis bacon shotguns.
That sounds delicious.
Regenerate health and partial shields while covered in mud. What is this fucking dog perk?
People in my chat say I'm looking forward to Our Flag Means Death Season 2. Is anyone here watching that? Do people watch Our Flag Means Death? I've heard good things about it.
Wait, what show?
Our Flag Means Death.
Oh,
Taika Waititi's
Yeah, I watched a bunch
Pirates
of
show.
queer video essayists, so that I saw 30 of almost the same video happen when it came out.
Yeah. People, so here's my thing with Our Flag Means Death. I am so used to people telling me, like, you'll like this, it's really gay. And I'm like, why do you think I'll like it? And they're like, because it's gay. And I'm like, okay, that tells me that I'm not going to like it very much. So that's the reason why I haven't watched Our Flag Means Death. People just like assume that I'm interested in like shipping, and I'm not. And like, so like oftentimes when people tell me media feels really gay and I'll like it because I'm gay, I'm like, I don't think we like the same things in media. But I have actually heard very good things about Our Flag Means Death, and I like Taika Waititi, and I like the creative team behind it. So I will probably watch it.
I haven't watched anything he's made since JoJo, which was
I
very
haven't
good.
seen JoJo. I really
watched
wanted
Thor
to see
4.
that. Just hadn't got around to it.
I have stealthily avoided the allegedly bad Thor.
It's very bad, but it's bad for many reasons that are kind of boring. Like it's a bad.
I thought you were about to say the
movie.
same thing again. And we're like, it's bad, but not for any reason you've ever heard.
No, it's bad because it's poorly edited and because like it wasn't really. It feels like it wasn't made with intention and like clearly went through a bunch of rewrites and reshoots and like it's just bad for normal bad movie reasons.
What are these enemies?
Something's up behind the scenes with Disney, it seems.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's really
laser.
the only one that's like super bad out of all of these. I would say even the Marvel movies that people say, oh, what the fuck?
Oh, these are NPCs.
Yeah,
I
it's like a
didn't
boss
mean
fight,
to
though.
throw my, I didn't mean to throw a health pack at him. Thank you.
Well, he learned that lesson the hard way. All right, well, we did it.
But I just mean like
Congrats,
the equivalent of like Star Sky. What the fuck's it called? Last Skywalker.
Starfield?
What's it called?
Rise of Skywalker?
Rise of Skywalker. Like the equivalent of these kinds of like messes where they're just the productions just seem to be falling apart in some of these cases.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck happened to the first Ant-Man.
Ant-Man didn't really have too many issues. A lot of things, people talk about it like it fell apart because what's his name left it, but he left really early in the process of filming that movie. So that one wasn't actually really affected too much. Ant-Man 2 and 3 though, despite having a static group of creators working on it, they suffered some production issues due to COVID and things like that. So Ant-Man 2 came out before COVID, but they had to shift its release around a little bit. Ant-Man in general is fine. People talk about that. I feel bad for Peyton Reed, honestly. People talk about that movie like it's like unforgivably bad because it's not super bombastic. Those movies are fine.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four
totally
movies
fine.
exist. Calm down.
I saw
man.
the first two, but I can't remember them.
Yeah, they're fine. It's about a man who gets small and can punch things good with momentum. That's the whole movie.
The primary memory I have of Ant-Man is it being sad when he comes home and his daughter's a different age. Which happens
in Infinity War.
Yeah, which happens in a different movie. That's the only thing I remember about the character Ant-Man.
Sorry. Go for it.
Very good.
I only had one bullet total. No.
Who's shooting the wall? Oh, God.
Why are there so many bots?
NPCs
And why are
gotta
they
chill.
all shooting me?
Those are NPC bots.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
though?
what is it?
Someone started fighting them.
They started shooting it. They saw me and
Yeah.
not electricity. What are they called? Things
Getting
popped up.
gooed.
Exclamation mark? Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, there's like various
Slurp-
NPCs in the
they
map
drop
that
some
you can
good shit,
kill
though.
for rewards.
This is the best healing item in the game, so I recommend if you're not carrying health, carry a slurp juice.
I did
I have
that.
cans.
Forecast Tower Access Card Legendary.
Does anybody need this health pack?
Oh, so where does that get
No.
us?
The forecast tower, you dingus. I assume it's this big forecasting tower right here.
Oh, it gave us a waypoint,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah,
I need
right
to find
here.
more ammo.
I wonder what like we do with it. I can't do it, but I guess Keith has to do it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Finally got it.
Oh, it just shows us the next storm circle. That's kind of lame.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not that exciting. There used to be like perks that do that, like so it's just kind of like whatever. But
At least we know we're
yeah, the
not
blinking
gonna
line
die.
is what the next storm would that's where it'll be the next time.
yeah, I guess that's what forecast would mean. Womp womp. Can these things give me ammo, please? Thank you. I would like to reload
Oh,
my
that
several
attitude.
guns that I can't reload.
Do we want to go make a combat?
I was holding 3
Cache.
guns and 2 of them were empty.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
please game, give me ammo again.
These are shit.
Sometimes there's like 3 lines of text for a description and I just get bored reading it and just click on it.
ADHD.
Like, whatever the skill does.
That is just enough letters.
The game just keeps giving you more skills and I'm like,
I mean, it's,
It'll only matter in
I-
edge cases and only for the next 5 minutes anyway. Who cares? Just pick one.
yeah, but kids watch TikTok. They can't keep track of a game that long. You
Of
got to give
what?
them something happening. If there's not like new lights flashing every few seconds, it's over. It's gone.
It is like some
Oh,
next
man.
level, like they put like micro scale RPG progression into the moment to moment gameplay just to make you feel like you're making progress mid match on top of the battle pass notifications. Like, some weapons reload slightly faster sometimes that you don't have right now. Cool.
Hobby lame. What do you... A suppressed sniper rifle or a shockwave grenade? I don't want any of those.
Crash Pad Junior. What about the rocket ram? That sounds like fun.
Oh.
I'm really
Fair enough.
excited for Ka to be back from his trip because he told me he's gonna start planning whatever our next thing is today.
Cool.
I'm really excited.
I'm
Hell yeah.
scared.
Why be scared? It's gonna be so much fun.
The scale of it.
It's gonna be good.
Also,
talked to Ka about,
once he's mobilizing, I'm also wondering, it's also like, oh, we should probably move ahead with all the other plans then.
Yeah. I mean, we can launch stuff. We should probably launch things together, but I'm very excited. It's gonna take obviously a while to figure out how much it's gonna cost and what we're gonna do and like what the setting is, but he's already shared some ideas for what this like off-season campaign will be, and I'm very looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be good.
Oh, it's gonna be
stuff.
off season.
Cool.
Yeah, well, like if we do Ka basically said like the next one isn't gonna be Cape Escape Season 2. It's gonna be a different thing that might be in the same world as Cape Escape, might not. Who knows? We can't say. But then maybe for like a third season afterward, he'll have had enough time to plan for what Cape Escape Season 2 would actually be. So I think
Yeah,
that makes
that
sense
sounds like a
though.
good
I
battle
think
plan
that's
to
like a
me.
good. Yeah, exactly. Like I think it makes sense to do like one on season where we have like our main story, and then in between seasons where we can do other things
Have a car?
and like
Yeah.
maybe have
Yes.
guest DMs and stuff.
Yeah, 'cause- exactly. I was definitely in favor of not doing like a direct continuation right away because I don't want to give people the expectation that it's like always going to be the same thing, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
The question is whether the second thing we start will turn out to be like Bully or Red Dead. Like, do we end up with just a second thing that we're also maintaining in parallel now because things are too attached to that
Oh,
other one,
right, yeah.
and it becomes
I
like
think it would probably be best if it wasn't. Like you should probably just have one-off
when you end up
stories.
alternating between Fallout and Elder Scrolls, for example.
Well, I mean, I know that these are things that this is something that maybe most of you don't have a frame of reference for, but I think the show that we are most taking inspiration from for this in terms of like managerially, it's probably Dimension 20, and Dimension 20 does like they have their main party that does like really specific seasons, and there have been multiple seasons of some of their campaigns, and then like Critical Role style, and then there are off season ones where like they might come back to them eventually with the same people, but you know. And I think that's kind of the model that we want to capture is like, how are we gonna do that? I shot the chicken.
Wow.
For me, what I meant more is like, how do you know until the show's over whether or not the show is going to be a thing that you then are like, well, time to continue this though, because
yeah, you go, okay, that did well. Anyway, we're back to Cape Karma season 2. Maybe we'll revisit this one after. You know, that's just how it goes.
I dig it.
Yeah, I think it allows us to expand and do cool stuff.
It gives you opportunities for unique setups, like you can have 4 characters that are relevant to the story of the next one, but maybe whatever happens at the end of this little mini story is the precursor to this main story or Cape Escape season, whatever.
One of the other things it lets us do is like, and I talked to Ka about this, but like we were talking about like, what if we wanted to do like a period game? So we did a game that took place in like 1910, and then like suddenly, like we meet and you know, after that season is over, you know, we go back to Cape Karma season 2 or Cape Escape season 2, and like we meet someone who's like a 16-year-old who has the same last name as one of the player characters from that off season, and it turns out that they were related, and it's all like it was actually set up, you know, like that's fun world building. That's how you do these long form things without just being stuck to having the same party over and over again. So like that's also a possibility, and I think a reason why we should look into doing.
We definitely
something
can't have the same
really
cast over and over again, because I definitely feel like if the Cape Escape cast comes back, it's got to be like 20 plus years later.
Yeah, I think
I feel like they're definitely going to age out after a few seasons if it does come back, if they even survive a second one.
Well, one of the things I talked about was like with Ka was like, if we do another season, it has to be like at least a 5-year time gap, and we have to have like a good reason. I see them, they're up there. We have to have a really good reason for why we would be doing certain things. Like one of the things I talked to Ka about was like, we need to be really careful.
I just got so many fucking points, goddamn.
One of the things I talked to Ka about was like, okay, like realistically, we need to be really careful about going back to Cape Escape because, and I don't even mean going back like to the town. I just mean like with these characters, because like, again, this isn't to like, you know, say anything for Marty, you know, speak for anyone else, but like, it's hard to figure out like, why would Grayson ever be involved with Sandals again? You know, like what is the reason that would happen?
Of
you know,
everyone in
like,
the party, I don't see Grayson being in the sequel.
Yeah, or like, you know, I don't think Jet is gonna just like, all right, guys, it's time to be back. It's time for the Sandals show again. Like, I don't think it's happening.
Absolutely does not want to talk to us for sure. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, I died of fall damage. Black.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, and I got killed.
There's a guy right here. There's Darth Vader.
All right. I have to be right back. I have to get food for my sick cat. I will be back. You can feel free to play around without me. Thank you, stream. Entertain the stream, folks. This will be fun.
That's why I was referencing Dr. Sleep and stuff as ideas, because I was like, I feel like the Jet has to have like a whole life before you call him back into this. Otherwise, it's just cruel.
Oh yeah, it's a return to lobby.
Okay.
What comes to mind for me is that like like something I really hate about the Marvel movies is that Infinity War happens right after Ragnarok. And if you watch Ragnarok right before Infinity War, it is a rough transition from, oh well, you know, it's like home is what you make it, and we all come together, and it's like, it doesn't matter that our whole planet was destroyed, like our people are here and they're safe. The next movie starts with Loki dying and half of the population of all of Ragnarok, of Asgard being murdered. That happens about 3 minutes later in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, if you watch the movies in order, from the ending about how the people is the true ending and all that. like this is the real home. It's like, it really ruins the ending of the previous movie in a big way. So like, I do not want Jet to just like, wow, well, You had one good year with Melvin. Anyway, go into the horrifying other worlds and probably not come back. I want Jet to be like a fucking 46-year-old suburban gay with like a fucking like yellow with a pink sweater vest and fucking in his boring like suburban problems life, fucking sandals appears at his door, gets halfway through one word and Jet slams the door in his face. Like that is how it should go.
Absolutely. There's yes, no. Yeah, you don't have to worry about Jet. I think finding an organic reason to like he would want to do it. I don't think that's good. There's going to be something else going on. I think so. Yeah, I'll tell you more about it a bit later. But Toaster and I were actually DMing some character justifications, like what would be going on. So like we've actually thought about it. So we have pretty good stuff going on with our characters. That feels like justified. So.
And Jet needs to be a very changed, middle-aged person that very much does not want to come back to this. I almost wondered if there'd have to be some kind of like, I imagine like an outcome of like there being like these like unexplained phenomena around the world and like almost like the stability of reality is kind of breaking down and like culminating in like sort of like global like contagion that's unexplainable and it ends up affecting Melvin. And then you have this like suddenly you have this reason to like go back. It's like something's going wrong, it's affecting this world, and it's because things weren't resolved, akin to like how in Dr. Sleep, the kid from The Shining is called back to the same hotel ultimately.
Right.
It's like there has to be some justification for Melvin, for Jet to go back to that well, because the whole point was not going in it.
Right.
And if you have him just turn around 5 minutes later after the ending of the first story and then just go right back in, then it's like, well, then why did we even do the whole, like, ghost and bear part? If you were just gonna hop in anyway. Really ruined Iceberg's moment. But also we have to find Iceberg in there. That has to be a character that comes back.
1000%.
He's too fucking cool.
1000%.
Yeah, people responded with like, there's so many unanswered questions. I'm like, yeah. There's like 3 different story branches you can follow, because you can go back in time to the Throat Lodge to figure out what happened to this place in the first place. You can go forward in time to whatever happens to the group in the future. But you can also go horizontally and follow up on whatever the fuck Potatoes does.
Right.
Because Potatoes is the equivalent of like the end of Arch's hook, where there's like this expanded universe thing happening. Of like, oh, we have like almost like a halfway understanding of what happened in Echo and what this means globally and how people address these things. That ending was extremely fractal. Very rapidly, like, oh shit, this became a universe.
Yep.
None of that was intended. Did not plan a single thing about how the fuck that happened. I can't believe how involved this guy.
No. It was all incredibly organic. That was cool.
Okay. Hello.
I almost feel like if I knew half of what was going to happen, I might have thought more about Jet's character in the first place, and that might have made it worse. Did you?
I think spontaneity is kind of like the fun of, especially of D&D.
Yeah.
It's like you create a character and you kind of just build from that. You don't plan too much.
Oh yeah, no. I just as a throwaway detail, I just decided that my character was closeted and was specifically crushing on the Mr. Man stand-in, and that became important to the plot.
Oh.
I thought it might just be subtext. Did not know what Kyle was planning. I'm also a little terrified of Ka's ability to improvise and react to things that we make up about our characters and weave them into the core of the story when he also is making assets for the show. Like how the...
Yes.
I don't understand how this worked behind the scenes.
Right.
time.
So,
Yeah,
if you see us announce a Patreon
well,
for the Tabletop RPG group, it's because this is insane, and you shouldn't have to just pay for it all.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Sorry.
it's wild. It's absolutely wild.
It is all purple pistols down here, by the way. In case anybody wants a purple pistol.
Purple Pistol People Eater!
Oh,
So many chests around here. Can they calm down?
No. You know, actually, they have a contract. They will not. Why is... I hate this stupid regenerate health when you're covered in mud. When am I covered in mud? Where's the mud? How do you... Where do you...
Yeah, you'd have to be in one of the jungly areas, like in the middle of the map. So it's like very area specific.
Full Perp says that
so
Ka was such a good sport about the Moxie. It's like I have literally seen moments like the Moxie and a tabletop group. Moments like that have broken dungeon masters, and then they just don't want to play anymore.
I don't know what that means. I don't know context. Sorry.
Toaster's character we were like several rooms into this like escape room, like town-sized escape room event thing that was being made for a Mr. Beast video, basically. And increasingly, like Toaster was one of those like ARG like dark secrets YouTuber mystery people. So he's looking at, he's expecting like he's expecting like all this like involved lore and production, and for it all to be like this really compelling experience. But instead, it was like a shallow theme park ride thing. Like it was a very shallow experience in general. And so he was just completely disillusioned with the entire experience. And at one point, he just goes into a room, just asks, and because of because Sandals shares his upbringing, like where he grew up in the Northeast. He just goes into this room and just asks the NPC bartender, like who's an NPC in universe, if they just have Moxie, and he just sits down, disgruntled, just pissed. He doesn't want to even do the puzzle. He just wants to sit there and drink his stupid Moxie, and the act of doing that accidentally solved the puzzle instantly. So he walked into a room with no context, didn't talk to the NPC, didn't look around the room, solved the room with his first action.
And Ka stuck to it. Ka was like, yeah, no, Moxie was actually the solution to this puzzle. We're like, what the fuck?
He solved an entire room in 1
so
second on accident when he was trying to sulk, which, honestly, I can imagine only made it worse for him in character. He was probably only more pissed off that he solved it that way.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That is like the best fucking payoff ever. Like, you can't write that payoff.
So he's already hating it here, and then it just proved him more right in real time.
Yeah, that was beautiful,
beautiful tabletop moment.
I saw how Ka was gonna set that up, as the NPC was talking about like, you know, he was like an old timey pharmacist kind of thing or whatever, and the setup was gonna be something to the effect of like anything, you know, something that will cure what like ails you, and it's gonna be like, you got any Moxie, or like sort of like
because it's like marketed as like an elixir.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
but literally, but it was set up to be like a pharmacy convenience store, so that like the drink Moxie would have had the solution. And Toaster just literally, like unrelated to that, was like, "Do you have Moxie?" And it was like, "What the fuck?"
There's been a not insignificant amount of Sandals and Moxie fan art, just very quickly.
That's great.
I cannot believe how much fan art there was. What the fuck?
Wow, I'm leveling up pretty quickly in this game.
Doozer's fan art is fucking fantastic. I'm like super into that.
Yeah, I'm sad it was only after the series was over, so I couldn't put it in the videos.
And hey, we'll have it ready for you know, next season stuff. You know, we could be a pre-show slideshow sort of thing.
Furries are too powerful.
A very creative community.
We got like no fan art for our last D&D series, but the one before that, that one had a noticeable larger amount of fan art, in part because we had more. I think it's because we also had more anthro characters in that one from years and years ago. But whenever I look up, whenever I investigate any of the people that did fan art back then, all of them are furries. Like, oh, I see how it is. It's always furries. Even when the series isn't furry, all the fan art's from furries.
There we go. Okay.
Gain the slap effect. Slap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah, slap effect I think will be like the orange bar where like your stamina doesn't drain or whatever.
None of these are blue shotguns, are they?
No, they are not.
It
They're
made
actually,
me
I think, the same
angry.
gun. Yeah, they're both the same gun.
It made me very, very angry.
Have you tried a class for that?
Well, I've got
No, we're in hard mode. I'm doing everything wrong with the level select tonight. I booted Toaster because I was like, oh well, we'll just get Toaster rejoin when he's back. But then still spawned us into squads.
Oh, did you put us in 4-player mode?
Yeah.
Oh no.
God damn it. So yeah, we're at a slight disadvantage.
What a bummer.
Or we're just really good because we're still alive at the disadvantage.
Sure. I'll take that.
Yeah, I wish I had infinite time though. I need the hyperbolic time chamber, except for without the part where you age.
I mean, that seems a little unfair.
Yes.
I definitely get very excited about the idea of like adapting Cape Escape into visual novels. It's like, oh, I see all the places where you can fill in a few gaps of characterization and smooth out the pacing, and you could like play with which you could shift perspective from chapter to chapter based on which is the most interesting perspective to have, based on the conveyance or lack thereof of information and stuff. It's like it's ooh.
It has potential. I see it too, but it's just like, yeah, that seems like an insurmountable undertaking.
It's one of those things where on some level I'm like, well, if the Patreon that's funding the Tabletop RPG series gets big enough, then maybe it can fund writers, and then we could just, like, it could fund the creation of a adaptation too. But that's a very cart before the horse, because that most of the episodes of that series have less than 2,000 views. Like, I think the finale only finally got over 1,000 recently. It wasn't even the most popular thing on the channel while it was airing.
Right.
It's just everyone involved in it. Everyone who worked, everyone who was involved in it is excited about it. Oh, he's still alive. I thought he was dead.
Got him.
Nice.
Get popped, loser.
Over here.
Heroic Healer 71. That's not a real person.
Nice.
You can't trick me. These people aren't real.
I don't know though. I think we're clear out of the the bot.
I think they just
well,
will.
no,
I think they will
season.
fill matches with bots regardless. I think just to fill it out. Although they're hard to spot.
They might.
Bots will always be named adjective, noun, number, but so will furries. So who knows?
Thanks, Sebastian SB.
Because like our fan artists were most prominently by like Crimson Rabbit and the Gothic Skunk. Shit. Uh-oh.
Wait, aren't all skunks Gothic?
No, wait, no, that's not Gothic. Wait, no, I just remembered who Gothic Skunk is. That's Demonic Skunk, I think. Demon Skunk, there we go. Gothic Skunk, I just remembered who that is, and that's a cursed reference for anyone who remembers that.
I don't.
No, you would not.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
I just scared a few
Don't
people.
cancel me then. I didn't mean it. I don't know who that is.
Oh.
Disregard whatever I said.
But yes, it's
wasn't me.
Demon Skunk, Cosmic Goose, and Crimson Rabbit. There's a theming here.
Cosmic Goose.
I'm so sorry for everyone that I reminded that Gothic Skunk existed.
Wait, that hurt me?
Other players, other team.
Oh no!
You okay? Over
Whenever I yell on
you
loud
fall?
enough, I hear myself through your stuff. Yeah, I jumped out a rail and then didn't.
Okay, killed Optimus Prime.
Get out of the road if you can. Yeah.
Again?
Fuck.
Yeah, again, sorry, man. I hate that.
You've got the touch. Oh, they're coming.
Nope. Fucking hell.
Okay.
Yep, I screwed us. I gravitied. Watch out, there's people.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, we're fighting people.
Here, if you can climb to me, if you can crawl to me.
Let's see.
I think it's just an NPC.
Might
Maybe.
be.
Hostile NPC crew.
Oh, yeah, that's an NPC. That's an NPC boss.
NPC boss, yeah, we got him.
God.
Ooh, holy shit.
Epic.
They dropped really good stuff, but I accidentally fell off a ledge and took a lot of damage. But Optimus Prime is also still not here, so I'm kind of concerned about that.
Oh, no, if you need health, I got plenty of health.
I do.
I
Just
need
as a
shield
comic
guys.
would be
Oh, actually,
cool.
no, that's not a good thing to do.
Am I
Yeah, you just
insane,
use
or is a
little-
comic
yeah.
is a comic book more work than a visual novel? I feel like a
Huh?
full-length comic adaptation
because
is
you
more,
have to do-
is more work than a visual novel.
I think it's because
I
there's
feel like-
a lot of effort that goes into doing scenes individually and doing setups and backgrounds and lighting and sound and just it's like a lot. There's a lot of different kinds of people that need to touch a thing. I don't know. It's
Potentially, yeah. One or two people are doing a lot more work for a comic
Yeah.
than the collective group of people that might work on a visual novel.
That's true, but I think the consistency and you just need someone with you need less people with less specific skills to make a comic. And I think that's the key factors, because the more people involved, the more that time costs, right? So like then
I always think, like,
how
I
are
don't
you
know if
gonna
this is entirely true, but I always get the impression that the throttle for the progress of every visual novel is the writing. And if the writing can be finished, then everything else is probably not going to stand in the way. But
Well, you can
a
do
comic
that
is just
over
a
time,
massive
right?
amount of work.
Yeah, but I think the important part is that like if you can get an entire novel written, sure, because then all you have to do is slowly over time build the rest of the pieces. Does it take a month to draw the art? Who cares? The writing's already done. You know, like you don't have to worry about like you know everything that needs to get made immediately. So the scope changes very quickly. It's just yeah, I mean honestly, if you want to make anything, write first. Write the whole thing first, and then you'll be set. It's easy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was my reaction, and every visual novel writer that I've talked to has the exact opposite reaction. Like, no, the whole fun is writing it is like putting the tracks in front of the train while it's moving.
That sounds like
That seems
masochism,
terrifying.
and I think
they
that's
consistently
totally fine.
don't want to
Like-
write the whole thing in advance. I'm like, that's exactly what I'd want to do, because I'm afraid of the pressure of writing once the audience is there and have opinions about the story so far.
Oh, finally, I was worried about this thing.
You just gotta ignore the comments. No, but the idea though of a visual novel to me is like more appealing than a comic book, because it's like you want it to be interactive, you know, like.
Yeah, I think there is definitely. I mean, that's the thing though. It's like it is more immersive, right? It's always just about layers of immersive to the maximum you can get it. So like obviously you're not going to get a live action cape escape, but a visual novel is like way more immersive than reading. And that's
It's
like,
funny because
I don't know, I think-
these are just the two dominant furry storytelling mediums that both are out, and they're both identically infamous for their glacial release schedules and never finishing.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm about to die.
The number of
Can I get some
webcomics that just go on hiatus one day and then nope, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate
And
it.
itch.io is just a
Oh, maybe you
graveyard
might
of
want to
visual
eat it over here and
novels.
not in view of the island.
I'm gonna be the bait, and just in case if anybody's there,
Okay.
then they'll come out and you'll see where they are. Okay, no one came out. We're good.
I heard something.
Good.
Probably your imagination.
They told me the jet would give me the jitters.
We have a good way to go. I'm just gonna kind of keep following the line. I think.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't get hit, but otherwise, yeah, let's keep going.
Can't believe that me referencing that just a handful too many times turned into a character.
The jet gave me the jitters.
I always think about that whenever they do. Both whenever somebody tells me that I'm imagining something, and also whenever you think about characters, NPCs having annoying barks that repeat too often. I was thinking about Fallout 4 and like with the Wastelanders. If you sort of alert them to like yellow exclamation point mode, and then they don't ultimately find you, and then they go back to just patrolling mode. They say something along the lines of like, they told me the jet would give me the jitters.
Yeah.
And it's just burned into my brain because in my Fallout 4 playthrough, I got to a point where they would just say it every 5 seconds in the same building for an hour straight. Like the whole time I was in there, I just kept triggering the same line forever. And then later in the playthrough, it would just start happening again.
Yes, there are. He's hurt though.
That's an NPC.
Nice.
Or he is
A
a
blind cactus.
I can tell that it's an NPC because I could shoot them. That's the subtle hint.
And there's another player coming in behind us. This kind of direction, maybe.
Yeah, in Cape Escape, we had a character named Jet, and we had a character named Jitters.
Wow.
Ooh. People were fucking
Why don't any of these bullets work?
I got Optimus Prime again?
It's bullshit.
Anybody else? Ow. Ow.
Oh, I got fucking someone sniped me, goddammit.
Oh, they got me. Oh no, I'm on the roof. Oh, they won't let me hop down. There's two of them by that
Jesus
tree.
Christ.
They're all by that tree.
You can do it.
Collect illusory walls reboot card.
You got it.
It's a collectible reboot card. Oh, there's a guy down here too.
Oh yeah, you can collect it, Keith.
He already got it.
Keith, you can collect it while you're down.
Or I thought he got it. Oh, no. Womp womp.
Optimus Prime killed me. Now he's dead.
Do we want to ready up? Do we want to return to lobby and just wait for Toaster?
Let's go back to the lobby. I think Toaster should probably be back soon.
Sure.
I don't know. That match felt like it was 30 minutes.
We're just hanging out, podcasting.
Yeah.
And then a fight kills us suddenly. This is my experience with most battle royales.
I'll resend an invite there.
The match end?
Yeah. Or, well, I mean, we left. I mean,
we returned to lobby.
Oh. I just noticed that everyone's dancing now. We placed third. Oh, we got late. I didn't realize how late in the match it was. Dang. Is Toaster back? Pew 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 pew.
Maybe not quite. Yeah. But yeah, we were already talking, brainstorming post Cape Escape, like relationship dynamics of like Sandals and Javier and stuff like that. How long did they stay in contact for? Didn't stay in contact for, etc. And sort of getting all that figured out.
Immediately. Done. Cut ties. Walked out the door, never looked back.
Correct for Jet.
Damn.
Oh, absolutely correct.
Jet never wants to see his people again.